Summary: Tim Malcolm's inability to be intimate and his focus on his own needs make it unlikely that he will find a lasting relationship. Tim's relationship with his ex, Veronica, is too complicated for them to get back together, as they have grown apart and have little in common. Tim's high-maintenance personality and selfish behavior are major obstacles to finding a life partner who will meet his expectations. 90-Day Fiancé. Tim Malcolm will be single forever after breakups with Veronica Linda. Is he better off alone? Tim Malcolm from 90 Day. The single life is incapable of loving anyone else, he only loves himself. 90-Day Fiancé star Tim's love life made it to TV screens in 2019 with his Before the 90 Days Season 3 debut. Tim was in a long-distance relationship with single mom and model Jennifer Tarazona he had met on a dating app for Colombian women. Jennifer saw Tim's true colors when they met in person. Tim was not only close to Veronica Rodriguez, a woman who was his ex-turned-best friend, but Tim was also unable to be intimate with his girlfriend. Tim repeated his patterns with the new woman named Luisa he's dating on 90 Day, The Single Life. It was uncomfortable and weird for viewers to watch Tim kissing Luisa with his open eyes only after she'd pestered him into doing it 100 times. Viewers realized Tim was pretending to be happy with Luisa when, in reality, Tim had avoided touching or kissing Luisa for weeks. Tim was doing everything in his might to avoid contact with Luisa. Tim has severe intimacy issues that need to be addressed. It was worse than watching Veronica order Tim's steak on their double date. Related 20 Best Reality TV Shows. Right now television is being impacted by the ongoing entertainment industry strikes, leaving many turning to reality TV. What are the best shows right now? Tim Malcolm. Veronica broke up due to the pressures of daily life. Tim never fully explained what went wrong between them. Close. Veronica and Tim are still one 90-Day Fiancé couple that fans want to see get back together. However, their relationship is too complicated for Tim and Veronica to start dating again. Tim was 28 years old when he met the 23-year-old Veronica for the first time. They had bumped into each other at a bar where Veronica had told her friend that she was going to find the most attractive man and kiss him. Veronica was newly single at the time. She was going through a divorce after learning her ex-husband had cheated on her. Tim had also just gotten out of a long-term relationship, and it was the second night out for him after his split. Veronica had seen him standing at the bar and ordering a drink. She went up to him and kissed him. Tim's friend who was accompanying him was a much more handsome man, as per the Gringo Guns owner. However, when Tim's friend asked Veronica for her number, she said only one of them had been lucky enough to receive it. Tim didn't almost call Veronica the next day, but he did. Tim and Veronica began dating and soon moved in together and were engaged. Tim stepped in as a father figure for her daughter Chloe, who was 1.5 years old when they met. Tim couldn't sustain the relationship. They fought over everything until they went their separate ways in 2015. Tim and Veronica had fights over their cars, their house, and even their furniture. Still, the couple managed to eventually get to a good place. They were too close for them to be apart even though they had felt miserable during the last 3 years of their relationship, according to Tim. They were now close friends who used to be engaged. Tim Malcolm had high hopes with Veronica Rodriguez. Tim could be comparing new partners to his ex. Tim has since kept insisting that his relationship was platonic and that they considered each other family. Tim claims he and Veronica never skip a beat, even though they live in different houses and have led different lives since the split. The couple continued co-parenting Veronica's daughter and hence remained an integral part of each other's lives. Tim and Veronica even made time to see each other during the COVID-19 pandemic. They had been together for 9 years and engaged for 7 years out of that. Tim saw Veronica and him getting married in the future, and perhaps starting a family of their own. However, as revealed by Tim during his interview with ET, he and Veronica didn't have a lot in common anymore. They didn't like the same activities or didn't enjoy doing the same things. They now find it difficult to even watch a movie together. Their tastes in film, music, etc. are polar opposites of each other. Tim may never have predicted that he could have a negative side to his relationship with Veronica. They were laughing and having a good time on camera, but when the cameras stopped rolling, they did their own things. Tim has arguments with Veronica and disagreements that don't make it to TV. Is Tim Malcolm too much for any woman? Tim is a high-maintenance man during his time on 90 Day Fiancé. Before the 90 days, viewers had found a photo of Tim wearing women's clothing. It may have been an isolated incident where Tim had to wear a bra for some sort of contest. Viewers questioned whether he was gay. Viewers saw Tim having manicured nails and an intense skincare regime. Tim appears to be someone who's very into personal upkeep. Tim is a high-maintenance man. Jennifer had questioned Tim's sexuality in front of the 90 Day Fiancé cameras. When he wanted to apply the eye mask to her eyes, she admitted it felt like she had a girlfriend with her. Jennifer saw Tim as feminine, and hoped he was strong in other ways. Tim lacked passion and didn't attempt to even kiss Jennifer on their first night when they were lying in the same bed. Viewers have picked apart Tim's outfits during tell-alls, which they feel are outrageous. Tim's star personality is not meant for everyone. Tim, being flashy and finicky and conscious of his appearance, could be driving women away. When someone like Louisa does see beyond Tim's outward look and agrees to date him, Tim has been known to push the woman away. Is Tim Malcolm going to be single forever? Tim may never find a life partner who bends to his will. 90 Day Fiancé viewers don't understand Tim's reluctance to be intimate with these women. While they end up giving him the benefit of the doubt that he isn't gay, his actions, or lack of action, says differently to fans. Tim isn't much of a catch and makes women work to get his attention. Tim was forced to kiss by Louisa on a recent 90 Day, The Single Life episode. Tim didn't pick up cues that Louisa wanted to get intimate with him. He then began making excuses that he was conscious of his breath and if it stank after they'd had dinner. Tim also gives preference to his job over his relationships. The real reason behind Tim's split with Jennifer wasn't Veronica's involvement in their storyline. Tim broke up with Jennifer after claiming he had financial difficulties. Jennifer decided to leave Tim after he made a difficult business decision. Tim was unable to secure a visa for Jennifer because of money problems. He purchased an expensive piece of equipment to expand his gun-making business. Jennifer accused Tim of caring more about his business than their relationship. Jennifer didn't want to come to America anymore and the two stopped talking. Tim has a superiority complex that rears its head during such instances. Tim tries to prove he's better than everyone else, even the women he dates. Tim's good at making up excuses to avoid pleasuring his partners. His selfish ways are sure to keep him single for the rest of his life, despite his multiple attempts to meet new women and date them on 90 Day, The Single Life. The ability to be intimate with another results from a personal sense of confidence and balanced self-esteem. Tim's behavior confirms he's not the self-assured man he wants people to think he is. 90 Day. The Single Life airs Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Time on TLC. Source: ET, YouTube, 90 Day Fiancé, YouTube 90 Day. The Single Life reality release date February 21, 2021. Seasons 3 Network TLC.